Good morning, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and I bring you guys new Syncron cards revealed for Duelist Nexus. Super happy to go over these cards, and let's just go straight into it. So first things first, we have Real Syncron, light, level 5, machine, tuner, effect monster, 100 attack, 1000 defense. You only use the second and third effect of this card once per turn. If you control Syncron, if this card you control is used for single material, it is treated as a non-tuner. During the main phase, you can normal summon one level 4 or lower monster, prefer another summon. During this turn, you can only special summon Syncron monsters from the extra deck. Banish this card from your graveyard, and target one Syncron monster you control, reduce its level by 4. So it's a cool level modulation card, not to mention it's basically double summon for the archetype. You normal summon this, special summon another monster, and you're good to go. That's actually a pretty solid extender for Syncron decks as a whole. And ultimately, it's really great artwork. It's literally you stay on a bike right now, driving at the speed of sound. And he looks fantastic. Great card in general, and I can't wait to see people playing with this card. Alright, so now we have a new Scrap Iron Scare statue. If you don't know, Scrap Iron Scarecrow is a famous card in Yusei's deck. But now we have Scrap Iron Scared statue. And this card says it's a normal trap. You can only use each effect once per turn. Target one of your level 7 or 8 synchro monsters in your graveyard, or banish, special summon it, but return to the extra deck during the end phase. Also, after this set card is destroyed, instead of sending it to graveyard, so basically it keeps resetting itself, which is awesome, like the normal set Iron Scarecrow. If it has effect, if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, special summon one Crimson Dragon from your extra deck. This card seems really solid as a cool one-of you can get off at one of your new Syncron monsters. Just basically just search this card, place it, and now you have a quick effect reborn on your opponent's turn every turn. That's actually a pretty solid effect in general, not to mention it's such an iconic artwork. You just gotta love it. But I feel like it's such a fast game of Yu-Gi-Oh! A normal trap is kind of hard to justify. Even if it's a non-once per turn, just keep reborning cards. So I'm not really sure exactly, but I like it. I'll probably play it as like a cool one-of that's searchable. And let's just go on to the next card. Great artwork so far. Alright, so now we gotta go over Revolution Syncron. This card looks amazing just because of the artwork. I don't even know what this card does, but looks-wise, this thing's a 10 out of 10. So let's just go into this. It's a 900 attack, 1400 defense, Earth level 3, machine tuner effect monster. You'll use each effect of Revolution Syncron once per turn, and its second effect once per turn, or once per duel. You can only use monsters in your hand as material for synchro summons for a power tool dragon or a level 7 or 8 dragon synchro monster. This card is basically the equivalent of the Kotalker monsters that use themselves as material in the hand. This guy just says, hey, you can synchro summon from the hand as long as it's one of these monsters. That's actually a really solid card in general, just for that first effect alone. And then the second effect is, if this card is in your graveyard, and you control a level 7 or higher synchro monster, send a top card from your deck to grave, special summon this card, but it becomes a level 1? This literally is the new glow bulb. What the hell? This thing becomes a level 1 tuner? That's literally glow bulb. That's insane. They're like, yeah, we can't give you back glow bulb. We'll just give you a in-archetype synchro extender for Syncron decks that becomes glow bulb. That's actually insane. It even has the once per duel effect. That last effect is literally glow bulb, and I love it. This card's amazing. The glow bulb, if you don't know, is my favorite tuner of all time. Just because I love making the Cherry Beast back in the day with Fluffle. And man, this card's literally glow bulb. That's kind of insane. Maybe glow bulb will get it back one day, but as of now, we have this new card that's basically replacing it, which is kind of crazy. The card looks awesome, by the way. Great looking art, and let's just go on to the next one. This card has a lot of potential. Alright, so now we have a new Quasar Dragon, a Cosmic Quasar Dragon. This guy is a light level 12 Dragon Synchro effect monster, 4,000 attack, 4,000 defense. Materials is 1 Synchro tuner monster plus 2 or non-tuner Synchro monsters, and must be special summoned with the above material. Once a turn, you can target one number of face-up cards on the field up to the number of synchro materials used for this card. Negates effects until the end of the turn. That's pretty solid. This effect activation cannot be negated. So this thing just negates the whole war, dark ruling it, and you can't stop it. That's pretty solid. And then the second effect, his quick effect, banish this synchro card. Special summon one dragon synchro monster for your extra deck that requires 2 or non-tuner monsters treated as a synchro summon. Does this card just cheat out Quasar and Cosmic? If so, that's actually kind of amazing. So you can go into this guy, dark rule your opponent's board, then tag him out for Cosmic or Quasar. That's actually pretty insane, and the fact that it's treated as a synchro summon is kind of nutty, honestly, because it says it's treated as a summon. It's an Omni Negate, and it just keeps coming back, and that's actually pretty solid. There's probably some more different synchro dragons I'm just not thinking of that require 2 or more non-tuner effect monsters, synchro materials, but that's actually pretty insane. I wonder if you can play the Red Hot Nova Dragon that banishes the whole field. Could you make this guy dark rule your opponent, then tag him out for the Crimson dude, who then banishes the entire field? That'd be kind of fucking insane if you can. Just go tag into the banish the whole field. They can't really respond to it because you negate all their monsters, and you just win the game. That'd be kind of sick, and hopefully that's how that works. Tell me in the comments if you could actually summon a Quasar Dragon with that. Not the Quasar Dragon, but the Crimson Red Dragon that we got like a couple years ago. Because that would be amazing. If not, we still could summon out Quasar and Cosmic. So that's pretty solid there. Great monster and a great new extended boss monster that we just got. Alright, so now we also have a new Synchro World. This is a Synchro World field spell. It's literally UA driving on the field. Let's see what this card does. So, first effect is each time a monster is synchro summoned, place 2 Sigma counters on this card. Oh, signal counters. Not Sigma counters, my bad. Then you can remove the following amount of single counters from this card, and then activate the following effects. Your 2. Let's go so 2 just requires you to activate them. If you have 4 on the field, reduce and increase the level of one face-up monster controlled by 1. If you have 7 on the field, special summon 1 tuner from your graveyard. 10 on the field, synchro summon 1 monster from your graveyard. I don't know how good this card is. And the third effect is, if this card is destroyed by opponent's card effect, special summon 1 Crimson Dragon from the extra deck. I think Crimson Dragon is the big guy. I don't know who Crimson Dragon is. I'm going to have to look that up. But if it's the guy who I'm thinking of, who just literally nukes the board and banishes everything, that's pretty solid. I don't think it's him. I don't know exactly who Crimson Dragon is. So we'll just have to see. But overall, all these card effects seem solid. I don't know if they'll play this card just because it doesn't really do much on field besides the modulation effect. But other than that, it looks pretty cool. And you tell me in the comments how good this card is, and we'll go from there. Alright, so now I'm time to talk about a new Synchro Overtop. This card is a normal spell card, and it basically has the effect to target any number of dragon synchro monsters in grave. Special summon them in defense position. If you do, their levels become, and their effects are negated. I think it becomes level 1 and effects are negated. You only use a special summon 1 synchro monster used from your extra deck used during the turn you activate this card. When you synchro summon card is destroyed by battle, banish this card from your banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon 1 Crimson Dragon from your extra deck. I really don't know who Crimson Dragon is. Maybe it's a new card. I think it might be our final card we had to read. But every card that says special summon out Crimson Dragon, some not Crimson Dragon. So we'll just have to see. But overall, this seems really cool. I think this is another really solid one over the deck. Maybe it's not. Maybe everyone's gonna tell me in the comments that this card's insane. I play 3 of it. But right now, I just think it's a really cool one of. As a cool way to reborn all the synchro material used. Because the only reason I say it's a one of is because he had to special summon dragon synchro monsters from grave. That's my only issue. But it looks really solid. And let's go over to final new card. Alright, so it looks like I was wrong in this entire video. Crimson Dragon's a new card. So this is a light level 12 dragon synchro effect monster. 0 attack and 0 defense. So this is the new Ultimate Zoken, I'm thinking. Because that's the same material as Ultimate Zoken. The fact that it's like 0 attack, 0 defense at level 12. Materials is 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner monster. It's actually really easy to make this card. Kind of. It just requires like a level 6 plus another level 6. Which I think is really easy to make in Syncron. You can only use each effect of Crimson Dragon once per turn. And this card is special summon, add 1 spell trap that mentions Crimson Dragon from your deck to your hand. So you can add that Scrap Iron Scarecrow card. Or any of the other spells we've gone over. And then quick effect, you can target 1 level 7 or higher Syncron monster on the field. Except Crimson Dragon, return it to the extra deck. And if you do, special summon 1 Dragon Syncron monster with the same level as that targeted monster. This is treated as a Syncron summon. Now this card's actually kind of insane. The fact that this says target 1 level 7 or higher Syncron monster on the field doesn't mean it has to be your Syncron monster. You could, if your opponent's playing like a Syncro based archetype, you can target their Syncro monster, return it to the extra deck, and then you do is just special summon 1 Dragon Syncron with the same level. Like, so they summon like a level 8, you just go quick effect Crimson Dragon, return that thing back to the extra deck, special summon your own boss monster. That's actually kind of cool. Or you have a level 8 on field. Let's say you have Crystal Wing. You go Crystal Wing negate, and then cool. I already used my negate, so now I'm going to tag it back out for a different monster with the same level. So let's say Berserker Tangy, and now I have a quick effect Banish. That's actually pretty sweet as a boss monster. This card is pretty solid. I do see one restriction, one issue with this card though. The fact that it has 0 attack and defense, and it doesn't have the whole Ultimate Zoken effect where they can't destroy this thing by battle. This thing can be destroyed by battle, meaning if you just go battle phase with like a normal summon monster, you can just kill this thing before it can tag out, which kind of sucks. But overall, this card's still pretty solid, and I don't know, it still seems really solid to me. So we'll just have to go from here. And I really hope you all enjoy. I'll see you all in the next one. And you tell me in the comments how you think about these new archetype cards. I think they're pretty solid, if not some of the best cards we've read for Synchro decks. I guess with a trap card, you can reborn this thing instead of go battle phase, you go reborn it. I didn't think of that. Anyway, you all tell me in the comments how you think about these cards. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.